Festivities of this magnitude
Real big.
can achieve a party like no other. Amazing.
You can say that again.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
This is gonna be great. I can feel it. I can feel it.
DJ Rocco.
It's wonderful.
Party starts in 3, 2, 1.
Boom. Yo, this is Alex from TOK, aka Alex the One, representing for King Rocco HD right here on UVC Radio with the Friday night vibes. You don't know. Ooh, you bring that energy. Let's drive into the sunset. You don't know. Keep the fire blazing. Keep rocking with King Rocco. You don't know. The only place to be, UVC Radio. Don't go nowhere. UVC Radio. Man.
Yeah, man, sir.
Yeah, people, y'all, listen, y'all, people, let me tell y'all something right now. You know what the funny thing they say in life, right? You know, the tech guy can always be there to help everybody out, you know what I'm saying, when they need. But you know what? Tell you this right now, when the tech guy right now is under the cushion, who's there to help the tech guy? You know what I'm saying? Man. Listen, I wouldn't even really say what just happened to people. But you know what, people? But I'm going to tell you right now, we up in the building right now. We ready to go with a man, Hxtra, RDI. You know what I'm saying, people? Sorry for that, people. We definitely apologize, you know what I'm saying, for the late song. All right, brother. Get ready.
Yeah, man, always active, man. You know, we're there, man.
All right, get ready. One moment. Yeah, people, we got the general himself up in the building right now. The man Hxtra, RDI. Let me tell you something right now, people. Listen, this is a talented artist, you know what I'm saying? So in the meantime, between time, yo, what's going on, Hxtra? How you doing, brother?
Yeah, man, blessings, man. Yeah, I give thanks, you know. Life,
definitely, you know? Once again, definitely want to apologize for the late start. You know what I'm saying, man? You know, this technical stuff works sometimes, but as I said a while ago, you know what I'm saying? The tech guy could work with everybody, but when the tech guy itself is under the cushion sometimes, ain't nobody to help the tech guy, you know what I mean?
yes, man, I part-time business too, man. I just say things set, man. So I just
yeah, straight, definitely. But we everything wanted everything up and running. So all right, so Hxtra RDI, let's start the interview right at the beginning. Tell us who you are, where you from.
Yeah, man. Yeah, straight out of Jamaica, man. St. Catherine, Mount Pleasant, you know. Yeah, direct, you know. So you don't know.
Awesome.
So you don't know Hxtra is a meditative artist, you know. Storyteller, you can call it, called lifestyle story, you know. So we want to make the people them know say yo, he's a musician. You see me? So that's the thing there.
All right, before we get to the music part of you, Hxtra RDI, let's take us back in Jamaica for you as a child. What your childhood used to be like? Would you say, I mean, the struggle was real as a child growing up? I mean, let us know a little background about your family, etc.
Yeah, man, the struggle real, man. Yeah, I don't like we grow rich, you know. So you know, say struggle real, you know. Happiness, everything apart of it, same way, right around the circle, so you know. The learning process and we're there, I learn same way, so no, I'm still glad for everything I go on. You know?
Awesome. So were you one of them kids who raised up without a father, or you had your whole family together?
Yeah, whole family together, you know? That is it, blessings, you know? Give thanks to that same way.
Awesome. So tell us about your childhood days, going to school and stuff like that. What kind of kid were you? Would you say you were like a real humble kid, or you were one of them kids, you know, as little boys normally do, like to give trouble as well too?
I go so far, man. I humble with them, man. Quiet and humble, you know. Yeah, when I go around the party, so in school you don't know we're quiet youth. You know, humble youth I go through school same, you know. So,
all right. So so you say you was a really humble youth, very obedient guy as well too. I mean, in school.
No trouble, we don't get trouble, you know. I really so saying that, so.
All right. All right, brother. All right. I hear you, man. You was definitely one of the one of the little real humble. You was like a houseboy. You more keep yourself to yourself, or you were one of the guy like basically
Yeah,
like a guy, ladies, a ladies guy or a real man's man. You had a lot of friends and stuff like that.
all right, man. I go detail it. As me I say, humble, you don't know, say. Yeah, we flex same way. You know, me? We have a friend them ladies same way, so we balance the program the right way, you know. The realist. Yeah, man. So we have the flex them same way, man. And I like say, yo, we stick to ourselves all the while, but occasionally, you know, say at a part like the meditation I feel the same way. Yeah, man. So we share understanding.
Awesome,
Yeah, man.
awesome, awesome. So prior to music, what actually? I mean, you know, as little kids, sometime we see maybe a fireman or a policeman or a doctor or something of such. We will say, you know, oh man, I want to grow up. I want to be a policeman. I want to be a fireman. Tell us a little about you. What were your trainer taught back in
Yeah,
those
well,
days?
well, whenever I decide so early in like musical wise, it was a hobby for me, music, you know. But at first, professional football made it have in mind, you know, as a youth still. But while growing and you know, learning kind of drift to the music side, cause naturally made it have it still, but whenever they pay attention to it like that, you know.
So you're saying the football thing, you never really put much emphasis in it, right?
Yeah, it was there, but you know, it never worked out to how I would have wanted. So come like the music pop up first. Cause I mean I show you how the transition happened. It kind of really happened in a school process, same way, cause you know, me get a part of drama club. That's a really start. It start from
All
drama
right.
club.
All right,
Yeah.
awesome. So, from what point in your life, at what age, you actually realize, you know, music is something. Music is your destiny. Music is something that you really want to do in life. What really caused you to get into music?
Influence, you know, all of that, you know, say I gotta have the influence. Somebody will come and tell us, say, yeah, man, oh, you sound good, man. Yeah, man, you can hit the road, man. We are talk about, man, you have the talent, man, you know. So you have them influence around you. So, as me I say, influence is a day where one of my family were in a music scene way, as a family, tracks, musician, come up to me and I say, yeah, I'm really here. We are. Him never know say me a musician like that still, but you know, he walk up and here we are doing thing and from there, so you know, me and him, and you know, we gradually grow from there, so.
Awesome. But there must have been some artists out there. Basically, you get a lot of your influence from. Who's that artist that you actually look up to as a child?
Yeah, you don't know, coming in 80s, you know, so strictly where I go with Beanie Man and Bunty, you know, see them in the drive them time, so you know, them really get the drive from them really, the dancehall, you know, them time they are go on, them around the thing them time there. So
Awesome.
the main influencer from them, you know?
That is awesome. That is awesome
Yeah.
because if my memory serves me right, it's going back to the 1990s when Beanie Man Beg Still came out somewhere in is either 91 or 93?
Yeah.
On Bundy
So,
Killer. Yeah.
so basically them time we in a age them time they know because we're born in the 80s. So you know, we just get to years in our music, you know?
Awesome. Because
Right,
I mean, dancehall music, I mean, it was so big. I mean,
yeah,
back in
man.
those days, you had so many columns of dancehall music.
Yes,
You
man.
have Beanie and Bunty now basically on the scene. You have people like Mad Cobra. You had Buju Bus around that time. You had Sprague Benz around that time. General Degree around that. And a whole heap of artists basically rise up within that era. I mean,
Yes, man.
take us back right now. When you look at the current trend of dancehall music today and the current trend of dancehall music back then. All right. You got so many columns, as I mentioned, back in those days.
Yeah.
All right. There were music out there. Basically, we're not here to bash anybody, to be honest with you. But those music back in those days, those guys, it's like dancehall music was just totally different.
Yeah, man. Different, man.
Yeah, you had so many big rhythms back in those days.
Yeah.
One of the things that I have noticed, okay, you see there's a trend right now, artists don't really want to collaborate with artists. Or for example, if
Yeah.
Hxtra RDI on a rhythm, you know, and because I'm aiding on Hxtra RDI, I got some some shit up my sleeve against Hxtra RDI.
Yeah.
The producer
Yeah.
bring the beat to me. Boy, me don't want to ride that rhythm because Hxtra RDI upon that rhythm. Why is it a situation we in that kind of situation?
Well, we can't define to as much still, you know, but as what you say, the music kind of take a GIF, you know, where in a them time there, solely, yeah man, you know, you have the thing, but I mean I say nowadays the thing step up with lyrics, you know, the lyrics game step up, but basically, I don't know, it come like the foundation of the thing kind of shake down, you know, so and the
Yeah,
whole part, yeah, the whole part,
absolutely.
yeah, like the business and like them I use it as props, you know. So obviously, you know, it kind of generate a way and expand where them can control it no more. So kind of disease and everything, you know. Not gonna call it that.
Yeah. And once again,
Yeah.
we're not here to bash any artists, but you know what?
Yeah,
I think
man.
reality is the reality, and if you really know the history of dancehall and reggae music, the listeners, you know, we definitely got to touch on these issues because definitely
Of
there
course.
is a big drift in the current trend. Because again, all right,
Yeah.
so currently right now, when guys sing about music and beefing and stuff like that, or just a lyrical war, it's so personal. Back in those days, you say you came out of the Beanie and the Bunty eras, even though Beanie and Bunty
Yeah.
was kind of beefing with each other and stuff like that. The
Yeah.
war never exalt to physical violence.
Okay. Yeah, them keep it on a professional level as best as possible. So you know, the respect and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the respect and there again. So every man are the king all of a sudden. So well, you don't know how it going work out.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, it's still a foundation is still there, you know, and the way you can define
Awesome.
it. Yeah.
Yes, it is there. But do you think it's a situation, Hxtra RDI, some of our current trend of artists, is it a situation we don't really go back and listen to the foundational artists? Is it a situation we don't have no respect for these foundational artists? We always think, yo, them man are old man already, them man soon dead out. So whatever it is that them whatever foundation these guys lay on the groundwork is like it doesn't really have no sort of form of effect today.
Yeah, you can that's a part of it. Yeah. And the next side of it now is a creative side where, you know, so the young mind them are gonna step up the game too. I have to give them for them props to yeah, try to change it on a level, but you know the change not sweet enough from where it come from. Like, you know, it a go down instead of a go up. So them have to go find the formula and know say dancehall is a music, it's a juggling type of music. So them have to keep back them flavor there and keep back them history there. Going.
Yeah, interested because right now, yeah, you find a situation, to be honest with you, when we look at the beats, when we look at these rhythms and stuff like that, it's like barely right now any man can go into the bedroom or wherever it is and make a beat and just put it out there and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Versus back in those days when like Dave Kelly and these guys put out some real some magnificent beat. You talk about the Brockout rhythm, up close personal rhythm, the
yes,
buyout rhythm. And listen, and it was just so beautiful to see so many artists from all walks of life, whether they are beefing with each other or not, they're all on the same beat. My
same
question
beat.
to
Yeah,
you,
that was amazing.
my,
Yeah,
my question to you, Hxtra RDI, all right. We talk about the internet, which is a really great advanced
yeah,
technology, basically enhance artists today. But what I'm looking at right now, compared to before, when man used to depend on cassette, or depends on the disc jockey and the radio to play a
yeah.
song. And you know those days, I'm sure you know of it. You pray the disc jockey on the radio don't talk because you put your cassette in the little deck and trying to record that song and stuff like that. Compared to now, whereby everything is a click of a button and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Do you think internet somewhat have some sort of big interference in terms of the quality of the music and the production that we have?
yeah. Mother say yeah, but not. Yeah, we have other thing where really cause it to cause. Guess what now? the internet now, it step up the game, yes. Step up the game on a level, and okay, you have all type of technology where you can use beef up your music, deal where you deal with and get it on the correct level same way. So might be I feel like I'm more educational wise, might be use them catch on the basic of the music, to keep it that way. So none of them are fumble
Yeah.
away there, and none of them are miss on quality certain way. So well, it's around the thing, so I'm not gonna really put it on a one side level still.
Right, right. And interesting, you talk about the quality, right? Digital versus live instrument. What would you say the difference of the two? Going into the studio and hearing that live guitar, the live band, the live everything, versus right now everything is just so digitally inclined. What's the difference of the two to you?
What the live explain itself, is a spirit. It's like that's more spiritual, what I
So
say,
you
but
so is that a situation when you go into the studio and you're in a bum 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 and you're in that nice guitar song and that nice drum?
yeah, man,
Is it
spiritual man.
like a real energy, a spiritual kind of vibe like?
Yeah, man, it's spiritual man. So you can't get around that, man. So any musician will tell you that they prefer live more than but it's spiritual
Wow.
man more than that, man. Them prefer the more every musician prefer the live.
Right, right. I got you. I got you. Um let's take a look right now with dancehall and reggae. What is dancehall music and what is reggae music? What will you say to our listeners?
Reggae music is gospel, you know? Yeah, man, and
Oh wow, all right.
reggae music is gospel, and and dancehall now is a spiritual vibes, you know. That's as far as we can take it, So
All right.
yeah, man.
I like your
Yeah, man.
terminology. Some,
Yeah, man.
some people say dancehall music is more of a fairy tale thing, it's a makeup thing. Dancehall music tell a lot of lies. Oh, I got a big crib, I got 6 chicks on the side, I got this
Yeah,
baby mama. It's all fairy tale, all lies.
that's rhyming. We are rhyming, That's rhyming. That's what they call rhyming. So yeah, I can, rhyme
So
a
so
story
you will
and
not say rhyming basically is like a procrastinating kind of thing, like basically saying things, live in a fairy tale world. Say you have 100 mil and say you have $100 million coming in and yet still you can't even make $100. You can't,
yeah,
but
yeah. Yet still, cause all right, here on me write music now. Topical and me write music based upon topic. So sometimes a topic will come to your way. I know you really live that life. You see life I live, but I know you really live that life, but you can't tell the story. You know what I say? So, and I like, you got basically base your music on yourself alone. Every day you go out there, you got see things where interesting and some things where, kick you off and say, yeah, you get your vibes, you know? Yeah, so you write music all around, so I just
so
the
basically
inspiration.
things that you have not seen, you confessing it like in your life. Say, yo, I have 100 million. It's like you have that self-belief when you put that lyrics out there, like this is a reality, this is your future, this is gonna happen, yeah?
Of course, well, not even only, not just in music. We all vision things, ain't it? So whatever career you
Interesting.
choose, you're gonna be, you have your vision where say yeah, you want a house out of this, you want a car, you want this amount a year. So we all have the vision, So sometimes you get the musical vision expressed more in advance to you. So maybe you will feel like say a musician or a light here, but maybe because he put himself in space or somebody else where he might not want to call a different name in him song or terms it to a next person. So but at the craft. So people have to just understand say music a craft. So same way if you understand the word, say one time you have to just craft up the thing same way and make the thing, you have the story going.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
When you
it's
look
a
at
really
when you look at reggae music over the years, we had so many great icons: Robert Nesta Marley, Peter Tosh. I mean, and so many. Listen, names are too numerous to mention.
yes,
I
man.
mean, when you look at Kingston, Jamaica, per capital, you know, Jamaica produced some of the most outstanding. There's no question mark about that. Some of the most outstanding reggae and dancehall artists in the world. Let's look
Yes, man.
at other Caribbean islands in the United States, in Europe and Africa and stuff like that. But somewhat, a little birdie's telling me extra RDI. You know what? It's like this. You raise your own little picnic. But you know what? Somebody just come and just see your little picnic and just pick him up and just decide to start feeding your child. And because your child feel like, you know what, my parents kind of abandoned me, I'm gonna go to the neighbor that giving me a better fair treatment. One of the things that I have observed, and I'm sure a lot of this Jack and a lot of people who really into dancehall and reggae music and stuff like that, where dancehall music actually started from, the birthplace of dancehall music, somewhat, there's not appreciation for this culture. There's not appreciation for this music. Because you go to New York, you go to London, you go to other part of the Caribbean and stuff like that. You go to the car wash, the barber shop, in the bus, every way. People intend somewhat to embrace
Dance
the
and
dance.
reggae, definitely.
Why is it a situation like that? We can't appreciate our home. Somebody all across the globe definitely take up our culture, embrace it, put a big hug on it, and treat it better than us.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if somebody else have a different explanation still, but too far I see it. And I like we not embrace it. We not embrace it like that. We embrace it, of course, because Jamaican love dancehall and reggae, of course. You can't go around that fuck either. So
True.
we love
Absolutely true.
dancehall
Absolutely
and
true.
reggae, but the business now, well, because the business bigger and me too, well, me not understand to certain level. It come like say
Which is
we benefit less.
understandable.
Yeah, we benefit less from our music. So somewhere along the
Oh,
line, some miss up
right.
something. Yeah, well, me not understand still. Well, we can't get to that part still, but some mystery lie there, you know. But we can't say we not embrace it.
All right. I totally agree with you on that. But let me get to the grassroots of this thing and the reason why I say somewhat the embracing is not there. All right. With the reggae and the dancehall music, how many how many reggae artists become literally labeled as an icon today? How many reggae artists basically been recognized for the work over the years that they have done? A very few. You're right. And the reason why I'm saying this to you right now, okay, you will leave Jamaica. You may not have a name in Jamaica. Nobody really possibly have a look at you, but you leave Jamaica, right, and go down to Antigua, right? People will spend hundreds of dollars to come and see you.
That's true.
As I said, dance a yard before you dance abroad. Why is it a situation people are not giving heads up to their home, and other people elsewhere seems to reap the benefit out of whatever is producing in Jamaica?
Yeah, for me, that's the mystery coming in for me as well. You know, the mystery really coming in that's for me because it's set away where me not really understand it really. Yeah, that question they really tricky. Not really tricky, but
I got you. You don't need to get too deep into
the
it.
answer,
You know what I'm saying?
the answer not clear for that one there to me, you know. It's a question I have for myself too, you know.
All right then. You know, so you ask question, you get answer because all right. One of the thing we talk about the dancehall music and stuff like that. Okay. You got some guys, some guys wicked with talents, raw with
Yeah.
talents, but yet still the music now got nowhere. Why? I always ask myself the question. You don't need to respond to that, but I ask myself the question as a disc jockey. I've interviewed loads of people from all across the globe. So I'm sitting here right now. I will believe I have the authority to say what I'm saying. Because,
Yeah.
okay, is it a situation right now? I'm thinking, okay, I'm a producer. I reach out to Hxtra RDI. If you don't sing what I want you to sing the bag of gun tune, blow off a little boy head back, you know,
Yeah.
girls turn up the crutches and them kind of something like that. If you're not gonna sing those kind of music, well, you know what? RDI and Naga boss. Can you explain that? Do you aware of that?
Well, yeah. Can't say I'm not aware of that still. Yeah, in some instance, no, we are aware of that. The world aware of that. Well, basically,
Right.
right now, yeah, certain type of music we are here now, same way. You have a lot of music, good music that you're not hearing same way, but you know, it's all come
It's
down to the
true.
work. Yeah, it all come down to the business and how you get a thing promoted and get a thing out there same way. How you know, how
Yeah.
constant you be on a thing, and it's a work, so you have to keep going same way.
True, definitely. We're not here to bash any artists, but you know,
No,
the purpose of it, if you there are things, you know, to be honest with you, some of us is like we may
yeah,
see certain things and we may hear certain things, we turn a blind eyes and turn a deaf ears towards
yeah,
certain
yeah,
things.
yeah.
And I believe
From
and I believe when a situation is big and bold in front of you, we definitely have to highlight
yeah,
these situation. Um
yeah, of
you men-
course.
you mentioned something very sensitive a while ago, RDI. I want to say sensitive is very sensitive. You talk about the business. All right. Um, the business is very important
Yeah,
because when you look, for example, and you ask yourself the question, why is it some of our artists are not making it? Why is it a situation when we look at certain genre of music, for example, the R&Bs, the hip hop, and certain other genre of music out there? Why somewhat it seems to be relevant? Why is it seems to be every 3 year, you know, you find some of these pop star, I don't want to mention anybody name here right now, but some of these pop star, some of these R&B artists and stuff like that, every 3 year to put out an album. But yet still, when you find our artists, our people, our culture, our music, basically every single week we got to drop a song. Why is it like that? Why is it we don't be so sustainable by if we put out an album this week, you know what? The album still have only for strength for the next 2 years and stuff like that. Why not?
yeah, cause I man say it come down to the professionalism now, where it come like sometimes they're not really the business are angry professional like how it's supposed to angry out here like that, cause you know
True.
yeah, because all the things said out there, you know. Most of the time, I just try youths and for we just you're hustling, bro. You hustle music, see me, I just say the thing, bro. Come on, we are
So
hustling music.
basically, in a nutshell, what you're saying, Hxtra RDI, most guys basically just pushing music on their own. No, sometimes no manager, no producer. You do what you do because of the love of the music, and you will
Yeah,
hope that you get the
yeah,
airplay out there, and you will hope your music make a hit out there,
yeah,
rather.
and yet still you have other people where have the connection and all sort of ways around the business. So it left to where you are, and how you move
Mm-hmm.
towards where you want to
Mm-hmm.
get to. So you have to know the
Right.
way out, yeah, how to get there. So you know,
Let's look at copyright right now because um
yeah,
one of the thing, you know, a lot of artists would always say sometime, you know what I'm saying, they voice the record, they write their own song and everything, but they get no royalty. They make nothing out of the music and stuff like that. How important do you think learning this whole copyright procedure, working along with companies like BMI, Ice Caps and these companies, how do you think it very important with these companies?
it's just as important as a craft. It is a craft. The copyright is a craft, so it's just as important. So if you mismanage such thing, you know, you might end up in where some artists, the area artists are complaining about. So no, a lot of them think they reach out the same way because you know them not pay attention towards the business wise. So some of the time we run along and you know we get a little deal and we run with it and we never sort out a thing because everything moves so fast until you really get to catch up on the business where you should have really catch up on, you know. So just like how you don't want for boss a team where you have to go learn the business. Yeah.
So is it a situation because some of our people, we don't really read the fine print? We just like to see the big dollar sign in front of us and we get carried away?
Yeah, man. That apartheid too. Yeah. Can't deny that, you know.
Wow. You know, Hxtra RDI. We're gonna get into a song right now from you, my man. All right. So listeners, you're listening to Friday Night Vibes, King Rocco HD on UVC Radio, the sound of biases together. Once again, we definitely apologize for the late start. You know what I'm saying, people? Boy, you know, the technical thing works sometimes. But we're there same way still with the man himself, Hxtra RDI. So let's get into this right now, people. All right.
Sick to the treatment, man. Throw them sick on the beat, you know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you know, every time I see him,
Hxtra RDI, I tell the people all the way from Kingston, Jamaica.
You only need a chance. See me, son? Yeah, demand your attention when you're dancing, right?
I tell you, look up this artist. I tell you, people, look out for this artist.
Tonight, I can't say that tonight. Tonight, you pretty body me response to that tonight. Rasta lock you down tonight. Tell some boy don't watch the front tonight. Can't stop me from rock your boat tonight. Make your float from shore to shore. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, people, we have the man Hxtra RDI up in the studio right now. What's going on? It's a big shout out to all my listeners down in Trinidad and Tobago. 18th part of my city, Toronto, Canada, New York. What's up?
You are gonna spend time with me, girl. Take a ride with me. On the side of wipe your choice, baby.
Qualities in my DNA, and I know if ever side, the one minute that thing I think look like a right. Got the setting and I'm a fit right. But that's on the name and make this right. You don't love to change like me. Yeah, but you want me everything. Yeah, we come right, my boy, right and down, my short like I'm on the spot. So I my face, baby. There's no further love it, and I have me. Love your qualities, you're the reason my mother behind me. Love your honesty, so honestly, Mr. Me have a gift for you, it wrap up under my sky. Love your masculinity when you grab on your guard. Treat me like you want, cause me, I the nigga do party.
Check him on the telling people, check him on the YouTube, Hxtra RDI.
Yeah,
What a beautiful song, I tell you, people.
Tonight.
Talented artist, I tell you, people, listen to him. Hey.
Rasta lock you down tonight. Tell some boy don't watch you down tonight.
You're listening to UBC Radio, the sound that binds us together.
Hxtra RDI. It's up with the vibes of the Friday Night Vibes, King Rocco AG up in the building. Wow, wow, wow. Tell us about that song, Hxtra RDI. What was the mess behind that song, man?
Yeah, man. Just like how the song, as me I said, just like how yeah. I check if my mic on. Yeah, hear me clear, innit? Yeah, man. Yeah, just like what the song I say, man.
Come on, yeah.
You know? Ride with me, you know? You don't know. Soul, you know? And behold.
Yeah, that's definitely,
You don't know.
definitely, man. When you write music, Hxtra
Well-
RDI, do you write music for yourself? Or, excuse me, guys, or you write music for people?
Well, people, not just myself, you know? You have to try to reach out to the people, you know? You know, people have all different situations, you know? No time here, you know? That's why we always keep it real, as me I say. We keep it real, so it's positive. So, you know, motivation, and that's how we keep our things. So we ever try motivate and keep it real, you know? So I feel the people, them,
Definitely.
man.
So, Hxtra RDI, my question to you, are you currently with a record label or are you just doing your thing?
Yeah, man, as me I say, you don't know, we work with Top Chef Man Records. Yeah, I just said the thing there, you know, from ever since. So from day one, I just said that, you know?
Definitely. Have you ever gone on tour outside of Jamaica?
No, not as yet, you know? Hopefully soon.
Where are some of the places have you performed in Jamaica?
Well, yeah, we're performing in a few parish, well, you know. Perform St. Thomas, Kingston, St. Catherine, yeah. Perform Clarendon, we perform Westmoreland, we perform, you know. Yeah, we perform a lot of places, same way. Because you don't know, we have to go around and get a little show them going some of the times, you know. Try to get a thing out there, same way. But we're not getting none of them big show there yet where we really look forward to, you know.
Right. Hxtra RDI, Hxtra RDI, quite interested. Tell us a little about that name, man.
Well, yeah, it's so interesting, you know, people ever try to figure out that one next still, you know, but, you know, extraordinary same way, so we know, we try to do the thing on a little creative level same way, you know, but basically, me get the name there from a friend them same way, because we don't know where I do the music same way, and, you know, them see me as one of the one them will stand out more, even in the group same way, so, you know, we get the extraordinary, so I kind of cut it down and slice it
What
up.
does RDI mean?
I just strictly ordinary same way, you know.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah, but ordinary man,
Gotcha.
you know?
Gotcha. Yeah, our listeners, man, definitely we apologize. You know what I'm saying? Man, people, let me tell y'all something, man. Some real bullshit sometimes happens sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, my camera just decided to just crank on me, man. So unfortunately, y'all know, for those of you who definitely be watching this interview and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't see me right now because my camera decided to flip on me, man. Boy, what a night, I tell you. But you know what? We are still here, so we give him praise and thanks nevertheless. And we got the man himself up in the Gucci. The man, Hxtra RDI. So Hxtra RDI, tell the listeners, man, what is in the pipeline for you within the next 6 months or so?
Yeah, we have some new single for Japan. We're trying to work on an EP right now. Well, I can't give the full detail right now because we don't have no date set towards that yet still, but soon, you know, so the EP will drop soon. Yeah, and a couple more new singles for drop same way. You know, but we are going to work on them in the meantime and keep them in a promotion same way, you know, keep the work going.
That's beautiful. So in terms of collaboration, there's anybody out there like, man, you want to do some collab with out there?
Yeah, because we have to keep an open mind, you know. So, as we say, we are really so from the thing positive and clean, you know, and that's how we keep it, because our music, you know, and we have to share the joy, and I like say, yeah, I'm gonna say, no, the artist there, I'm not gonna collaborate with that one there, and feel like say your film vibes kind of different, and you might not know him, man. You know, anything possible in the future sometimes, so, you know, we just keep our open mind, see him. Yeah.
That's beautiful, man. Let's get into this last song before we wrap up this interview right now. Let's get into this.
Guys, get the music, no circle. Yeah, yeah, man, sir. Every time
Hxtra RDI, I tell the people, look him up on YouTube.
it's a start. I will ask that a million times. You only need a chance. See me, sir. You got to pay attention, you know, yeah, done. Any other plans you got tonight? That tonight. Phone or ring up dance. That tonight. Your birthday body me respond to that tonight.
Listen to him, I tell your people.
Tell some boy don't watch the front.
Tonight.
Make them rock your boat tonight. Make your float and short me short. You are gonna love spending time with me. Take a ride. Yeah. On the side of white, your child, baby. No bother with the from button. Now tell me about your ex and trusting. Make your fancy wish me adjusting. Hard in your world, it must be. Face too pretty to pick and punches. May I go put in a different kind of punch them. Life get the music, no circus this. One day, I feel it. One guy that, all that, keep the fire burning every day. Purge out the wicked and thoughts I say. Peace and love must reign, I pray. Until the law come, try them a case. And we keep the fire burning for the youths and safe. Christian to cruel and thief, we not save. Justice is a must. Hard man, I walk with your boss, man. You better give it and everything else can sky high. You not see it. Every time the bar raise a poor people, big cost a living can sky high. Budget rate, minimum wage cannot feed I feed the weak, said the thing can sky high. Top rate. The rich man, the girl, the need
Yeah,
everything.
people check out Hxtra RDI on YouTube.
Christ, if I can, I'm a child of all your band.
I tell your people, he definitely doing his thing, you know what I'm saying?
Because get the best clothes as
From the old Top Chef record.
they are kind of wonder why slackness and crime rate gone so high. Smoking at the cheapest thing you find a shop to buy. And they are at the realest thing your party leader high. Extortion, them and deal with them can in the right and the highway never cheap.
Turn up your radio right now, people, turn it up, turn it up.
And the right tired the mackerel and rice.
Hxtra RDI, I tell you people, check him out.
Can't afford the basic money.
What is it, everything up?
Sky high, you know, see. Every time the bar raise a poor people, bleed cost a living on sky high. Budget rate, minimum wage cannot feed that feed the weak, said the thing on sky high. Top day. Rich man, the girl, they need everything on sky high.
Yo, Hxtra RDI, man.
Wow. Really, you know?
What give you the motivation, brother?
Yeah, struggle same way, you know, because we're there underneath the struggles, you know. So I want to name real struggles, man. Same way, and you don't know the system, you know, of the people in my ball. So yeah, we are part of it, we have to voice. We have to make the ball too, you know. So, you know, we're there for us to struggle, same way, and she say. So my time we go under the work system, same way, and we are doing everything and we are trying our best and we are put out everything for, you know, keep a thing on the realist level, you know. But you still I get cheat go down the line, so you know we still
Yeah,
that really inspire the vibe, so you know.
right. Before we wrap up this interview, Hxtra RDI, I want to say a big shout out to Yellow Leo Labor Production for the man Stretch, aka Spider Champion. You know what I mean? Who make this interview possible, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Big shout out, man. I all for respect, man. See you, man. Is it?
Definitely. There's anybody that you would definitely like to big up before we wrap it up?
Yeah, definitely, man. First thing first, man. You don't know we have to big up my mother and my father, man. Give thanks, you know, for life. See you, big up Top Chef Records. You don't know. Big up the whole I listen to them. See you don't know. And big up everybody. See you. Big up the RDI fans. Them big up, you know, RDI. Yo, just big up the world, man. At that I think, man, because the amount of people who want to big up, we can't go big them at one time. So, yo, big up everybody.
Absolutely. So where a person can definitely find your music, brother?
Yeah, you don't know you can find it in a most, yeah, actually every social, you know. So Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you go, man, YouTube. So anywhere you go, you find Hxtra RDI. So, you know. But guess what now? Most people get confused with the spelling of the name now, you know. So most of the time we have to really spell it out with them card. Then we expect we have started with a EX, you know. But
Right,
Hxtra,
right.
yeah, kind of shift the thing and change it up to a HXTRARDI. So kind of trick people some of the time. Yeah, so one them get that one there.
Absolutely.
Yes, but
Yeah. So if anybody would like to definitely reach out to you and stuff like that, maybe perhaps a show or whatever it is, or promotion or whatever it is, how they can get you, man.
yes, man, them can get through through Top Chef Records, see me, man. You know, any social media, see me, you find the Top Chef Records, see me. You know, yeah, man, strictly through Top Chef Records or Hxtra RDI. So right, that's it there. You know?
Definitely. RDI, in the interest of time, man, again, we want to definitely thank you for being a part of this interview tonight. And we definitely want to wish you all the best and keep on pushing, brother. You know what I'm saying? As I say, not if the sky is the limit. So blessings to you. And once again, thank you for being a part of this interview tonight on the Friday Night Vibes. Peace.
Yeah, man. Give thanks, man, and blessed to see me, man. And respect, man. And I see you, man. Peace out.
All right. Yeah, peace. All right.
Respect. Blessings.
Listen to man RDI, I tell you people. Hey.
RDI, keep the fire burning every day. Purge out the wicked and
Yo, King Rocco, HD. Call it from West Palm Beach.
Yep, you've been listening to the man Hxtra RDI, all the kings of Jamaica. It's all about the vibes, the Friday Night Vibes.
Every day.
Turn it up.
It's peace and love must win, I pray. Until the law come try them a case. And we keep the fire burning for the youths them safe. System too cruel and thief we not safe. Justice is a must. Hard man, I walk with your boss, man. You better keep with that race. Everything that's gone sky high, you not see it. Every time the bar raise a poor people, please, cause a living gone sky high. Budget with minimum wage cannot feed I feed the weak. Said the thing gone sky high. Rich man, the girl that need everything else gone sky high. How come reach? Price keep hiking, I'm a dollar for the man. Don't hear me why. Food day at sky, nice cards, we go get the best clothes at time. Dedication, medication, elimination, they at time. No wonder why slackness and crime rate gone so high. Smoking at the cheapest thing you find a shop to buy. RDI attack the realest thing your party leader. Extortion, them and deal with them tax in the right and not chance. Yeah. Not demanding attention, you know, yeah.
Hxtra RDI, I tell you people.
Any other plans you got tonight? Yellow the talk cancel that tonight.
You can't play it one time. Put it up. Yo, King Rocco, HD.
Yeah,
Call it from West Palm Beach.
Every time you see one. Just a stand.
You see UBC Radio, the sound that binds us together.
Not demanding attention, you know, yeah, dance. Right?
Yeah. And then I'm keeping it real and righteous, you know. I might turn a big up one and only. You know, the best thing of the music.
Your dog tonight, King Rocco. Can't stop me from rocking tonight. A sound.
Hxtra RDI, I tell you people. Look him up on YouTube.
I don't wife your child, baby. No bother with the if I'm thing.